Hi everyone, this is Violet Thorn from High Cards. I hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's video, we'll be putting all the Generation 3 Pokemon onto a tier list. Awesome, good, average, bad, and awful are our tiers. Pretty easy, nice and simple. Now this tier list does also have the Pokemon within this list I found has the Megas, which I will be excluding since I've already put them on a different tier list. But now that we've got that covered, let us begin. The Trico line I think is good. I believe it was my first ever Pokemon, as Alpha Sapphire was my first ever Pokemon game, so I have a bit of nostalgia. I like it. I'm not a big fan of the Torchic line, not at all. Never really liked it. Combusken is actually quite bad in my opinion. Its design is just not good. Mudkip line, I have to put it there. It's the meme, you know. The rest of it, I think it's average. Actually, yeah, I really don't like that design. The Poochyena line. Poochyena, I believe, was the first Pokemon I ever caught, as Treecko was the first I obtained, but Poochyena might have been the first I caught. Zigzagoon. Oh, it's got the Galarian from as well. Zigzagoon and Linoone, I really think are great regional rodents. Wurmple, I think it's adorable, and the party Wurmple meme is amazing. I can't tell which one this is, if it's Silcoon or Cascoon. Then Beautifly and Dustox. I think it's a great regional bug line, in my opinion. The Lombre line, I've never really liked. Ludicolo, I've just never been the biggest fan of. I don't like their design. Sorry. Good shinies. Except, yeah, I think they're okay shinies, but that will be on a different tier list. I don't judge Pokemon on this list for their shinies. On a shiny list, I will. The Seedot line. There we are. There we go. So, Shiftry, I think, is the best of the three. Seedots, average, nothing terrible, pretty alright, and Nuzleaf is very disturbing in my opinion. Really good regional bird line, the Swallow and Tailo line. I like it. And I don't know if Wingull and Pelipper are also regional birds, but I think they're also really good in my opinion. The Ralts, Curlier, and Gardevoir are phenomenal Pokemon. I use them in nearly all my playthroughs of Hoenn. Now thinking about it, I don't actually know if I put Gallade on the Gen 4 tier list. Just looking at it now, I might have forgotten to. So I'm just going to say Gallade is going in awful. I've never been a fan of Gallade, but that can be more explained in a storytime video. Let's see, the Surskit line, average, no strong opinions, I just don't really care about them all too much. The Shroomish line, not the biggest fan of them, don't really like the design. Actually, Breloom can go there, I quite like it. I think it's average. Slackoff line, Vigoroth, and Slacking. Oh, I don't like this line at all. It's just not my cup of tea. Design, everything, don't like it. Shedinja, Nincada, Ninjask, and Shedinja. These are awesome. The names, everything, it's cool. I like it. And I like the evolution method to get the split evolution, or whatever you call it. It's cool. Whismur, Loudred, and Exploud. Very underrated Pokemon in my opinion. I very much like it. Now, for the Makuhita line, I think it's average. Nothing amazing, nothing terrible. Azurill, it's the same opinion really. Nosepass, Same opinion. Skitty and Delcatty, I think, are adorable. Oh my jolly golly goodness, they're adorable. Sableye, I don't mind it. I really don't. Mawile, oh, that's a phenomenal Pokemon. Really cool. Took me forever to get a shiny one on Pokemon Go. And so did Aron, but I think is a very good Pokemon. Lairon, actually no, I do like it. Aggron, yeah, I really like this free. Mega Aggron, not great, but that's on a tier list in itself. Meditite line, never really been the biggest fan of it. Actually, yeah, they both can go on bad, and I don't like it all too much. Electrike and Manectric, I've always just never liked how they're designed. Plusle and Minun, I don't think they're average enough Pikachu clones. They're pretty alright. I like that there's the whole plus and minus gimmick. That's neat. Volbeat and Illamuse, I'm not the biggest fan of them, sorry. Not my cup of tea. Roselia is adorable. Simply is adorable. The Gulpin line, never liked the design of these two. Felt lazy in a way. Like, odd that there's just random diamonds on them, it's weird. Carvana line, I like it. Sharpedo's pretty neat. Nothing terribly bad about them or whatnot. The Walmer line. All the memes, like when Dynamax was revealed, like a Dynamax Wowlord, that was funny, so I like both of them. Numel and Camerupt, I actually quite like Camerupt. Numel, not as much, but I think it's fine regardless. Torkoal, very awesome, very cool design, like it. Spoink and Grumpig, never liked it all too much. Spinda, I think it's adorable. And I love its whole gimmick of having so many different not types, like styles, I guess you could call them, with the patterns being different. Trapinch line, yeah, I think this is neat. I think it is very, very, very neat. Cool type, cool designs, good stuff. Cacnea line, very good Pokemon. I like cactuses, they're my favourite type of plants, I respect it. Plants are very important to me. The Swablu line, I like both of these, they're simply adorable, very amazing, awesome Pokemon. And yeah, nothing too much else to say. It took me forever to get a shiny one in Pokemon Go, that's a recurring theme. Zangoose, I think, is average, and so is Seviper. I like their rivalry, which is probably the main reason keeping Zangoose out of bad. I think Seviper probably is actually pretty good, but Zangoose, yeah, you can stay there. Actually, you can go up there. I don't mind you too much. Lunatone and Solrock, like Lunatone, what I've always have. And I just like everything about what these two mean, their connection, good stuff. Barboach and Wishcash, average to me, never had the strongest opinion on them, just think they're okay at the very least. The Corphish line, I've always thought Crawdauntlers looked cool, just never used one for whatever reason. Don't like its star on the top for whatever reason. The Baltoy line, I think it's neat. Nothing terribly bad or amazingly good, just think it's neat. The Lilith line is my favourite fossil of all time. I love everything about it, I just love its design, or the energy it gives off. I don't know, it's mysterious, I like it. The Anorith line is also quite good. Gen 3 Holland did really good with fossils in my opinion. Feebas and Milotic. Feebas, you can go up there as well. I really like it, and it sort of feels like a different iteration of the Gyarados line with Magikarp. I don't know, that's the vibe it gives me. I really like both of these. It is a pain to evolve in Pokemon Go though. Castform, it can go on good. I don't mind any of them. I think they're quite nice, and I do like how adorable they are. Kecleon. Ooh, yes, you can simply go and have awesome, you are. Very, very awesome. And I do actually have Shiny Kecleon. I got in a Horde battle, I believe, back in Omega Ruby, so that's quite nice. The Shuppet and Banette. I've always liked these two. Like how mischievous it is. It's very neat. The Duskull line excluding Dusknoir. I think they're good. No, actually they can go on average. I don't have any strong opinions, but actually Dusclops, I do think it's neat. Tropius? I like that it's in Scarlet and Violet, and I have liked it for a while. Chimecho? Simply an odd Pokemon, but not a bad Pokemon. Absol is absolutely good. I don't hate it. I just think it's a good Pokemon, solid, good stuff. Don't like why not. Never have, never will. Snorunt is good. Glalie is average. Yeah, I think Snorunt and Glalie, yeah, I don't know. I think Snorunt's adorable, and Glalie is pretty okay, pretty cool. Let's see, Sphere line. Never really liked this line at all. Just seemed oddly designed. They seem lazy in a way. I don't know. Just never liked it. I'm sure they're fine. And the same with the next line being the Clamperl line. Then we have some awesome fish one like Relicanth. That is phenomenal. I love single stage evolutionary Pokemon. And that is a perfect example of it. Love Disc is average. It's not terrible. I think it's fine. And the Bagon line is not great. I've never been a big fan of Salamence. Not my cup of tea. Metagrosso. That is good. That is very good. Metang is a bit jarring in my opinion, but still okay. Regirock is my favourite of the Regis at this point in time, on par with Regieleki. Regice is not great. Registeel is average. Latios, I think this one is. Latias. I like this one. I do. Kyogre. I should actually slow down a little bit. I was getting a bit excited and just started putting everything everywhere. So, the Latiases, or the Eon Twins, I think they're fine. Good movie, actually really good movie. I just don't have any strong opinions. I remember getting the red one in, I think, Alpha Sapphire, which is, I guess, why I like it more. But other than that, I guess I like red as a colour more, maybe? Yeah. And for Kyogre, it is awesome. I believe it was my first legendary I got. Love its design. Love its shiny, by the way, but that's for another list. Groudon is good, but nowhere near Kyogre. But it is good in its own regard. Nicely designed Lizardmon. Regiquake Yeah, it's cool. I remember envisioning that I always wanted this one, but I never knew what it was called. And then I knew it appeared in Alpha Sapphire, and that just blew my mind. Jirachi I've never really liked. It's really weird. In my opinion, I've not liked its design at all. Its movie is really good though. Oh my goodness, it is a good movie. Deoxys and all its forms, because why not? Defense form being my favourite, by the way. Alrighty, so Deoxys has an amazing movie, a very, very underrated movie. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do wish we got the alternate Deoxys in an event, maybe. I believe it had like a green crystal in its chest. That's pretty neat. But let's just do a quick overview of all the Pokemon on this list. Lileep and Cradily being my favourite Pokemon of this generation, so that's fun. Then we got something good, middle average, then bad has more than awful, which is good. And awful doesn't have all too much, actually the least populated tier, which is good. I do like that. I try to exclude as many as I can out of the bottom half of the list. But this has been today's video. I hope you have a good day. And this is Violet as always. And goodbye. Farewell.